because it beats the alternative, of course. If you're not curious, you're not exploring the world you live in. We, like all organisms on planet Earth, the fittest organisms are the ones that adapt. And adaptation requires curiosity. Fear is the absolute opposite of curiosity. It's where you don't look at things, you don't find out what works, you don't find out what's dangerous. Every client that I got for the first 3.5 decades, for the most part, except for a few really rich ones, of course, were sent to me because everybody gave up on them, so nobody cared what I did with them. I mean, they wouldn't have allowed me because I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a licensed psychologist, but basically they threw their hands up and go, this person's driving me crazy, I can't do anything about it. Now we'll pass him on to Richard and let him make a fool of himself. But they gave me case histories, which are lists of all the things they've done that haven't worked. So I became curious, what's it going to take to get this person to start living their life and being happy? I wanted the depressive to be happy. I wanted the fearful person to have courage. It didn't matter what it was. It's pretty obvious what the opposite of it is. They need to take whatever feelings are spinning through their body and spin them the other way. Whatever pictures they're making obviously are the wrong ones. Whatever they're saying to themselves obviously isn't working. So I'm more like a mental interior decorator. And if I can get them to the state of curiosity, if they really, really look and go, God, I was wrong about myself. I can hold a spider. I'll take a depressive, and an hour later, they've spent 45 minutes laughing and giggling with me. And when I look at them and I go, you don't seem very depressed, and they go, well, I'm having fun right now, then you discover most depressives actually have fun, but when they look back at it, they go, well, at the time I thought I was having fun. But they don't step inside of good memories, they only step inside of unpleasant ones. And the doctors say, well, don't you think there's, a chemical imbalance? Well, yeah, but every time you change your state of consciousness, it changes your neurochemistry. They obviously have a lack of oxytocin in their brain and low levels of serotonin. And sometimes I run blood screens on my clients, and sometimes I find out they have potassium deficiencies or a high level of iron, so you change it, You give them a couple of bananas, and you chelate out bad minerals, but by the most token, they still have to put the right neurochemistry in your brain, which is done by thinking. And if they don't think good thoughts, they won't feel good. It's just that simple. If you're sitting around in your head going, oh boy, everything's gonna go wrong, good God, I'm gonna have a horrible time, I'm gonna be miserable, nobody will like me, so you don't go out and meet anybody, then you go, see, I've been lonely all week. But till you open the door and go out and start meeting people and doing things, you're not going to have fun. And if you have no idea what fun feels like, you really don't know what to strive for. Because when you want something, you kind of have to pretend and feel it, and then imagine what will get it. So I try to create that, and sometimes I do it hypnotically, and sometimes I just tell a few good jokes.